Hey, hello and welcome to my other channel. It's good to have you here. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if not, welcome back. So I have not uploaded any videos in a while because I've been working too much, and also I don't have content that is worth uploading. However, when I uploaded the last video about my review the second time, I tried using it on snow and had many really good comments from you guys, and I agree on mostly all of them. Some of you tell me about my clothing color choice, also the position when I put the drone to take off, etc. And some of the comments, they wanted to they were trying to give a narrative that it was my mistake, but I'm not so sure it's my mistake. But always it's the way you say things, and I try to digest what I can learn from that. So that being said, I want to talk again about the HOVERAir X1 Pro. It's not the Max, it's just the Pro. And I'm gonna compare what I did on my video versus what 00 Robotics, yeah, 00 Robotics, what they say on the video they released when they released this new drone. So that was on the back of my mind, but since I watched it so long ago, I didn't remember what was said on it. And after a comment from a very I don't know the word, but someone that was very sure of what he was saying, and he was doing it, on my view, on a not so good manner. But maybe that's my problem. Maybe he didn't mean that. I don't care, actually. It's not that I don't care on his opinion. I don't care if he was trying to be mean or not be mean. I just try to, as I said before, digest the information and learn from it. So I went back to their website and watched their video. And after watching their video, I realized that I was not mistaken on what I thought I knew and what I did. So I invite you to dig in. Let's watch, do a comparison, a comparative between what they show on their video, on what I did, and what I think are the difference and the similarities. And I might not be so wrong on what I did. So let's find out. Let me show you what I think, and then you tell me your opinion on if what I was doing was so mistakenly or not. Okay, so here you can see side by side what they show on their video on what I did. If you notice the angle, so now if we compare side by side what I did and what they show on their video, I noticed many things. First, the colors of my clothing are not so different from the colors that this guy is using. The only main difference that I think it makes a huge difference in the real world is the light. They are filming in a bright sunny day, and I'm not. And I think that overcast situation, it plays a role. Also, some people mentioned that my face was covered and the drone could not see my face. If you see their video, the guy clearly has goggles on and a helmet and a buff, just like me, something covering his mouth, at least his lower part of the face. Then he has the goggles on, and they show it working flawlessly. If you watch my video, I try with the goggles on, with the goggles out, with the mask, without the mask, and also I try putting the drone in different levels of my eyesight. If you see the angles, it's very similar. I can even say that I try with my hand higher than him. So if you see his hand is not higher than his shoulder. And in this shot of my video, you can see that my hand is clearly above my shoulder. So it should have had work. So my only answer to this, the only big difference is the light, the condition of the day. They have bright light and I do not have any bright light. I think that's what was affecting the drone. And you know, these small cameras, they suffer a lot when there's no light, when there's low light. They do film really good in good light situations, but when lighting is low, they don't film that good. So now to a more controversial topic. In not only my last video, but in previous videos, he has said the same as before many times, and he's very adamant that he's right. And he says that the HOVERAir X1 Pro has no rear obstacle avoidance, only has rear collision detection. And when I started using the drone, I was very sure that I read somewhere that it did have rear obstacle avoidance. Also, in some conditions, when there's good light and I'm not walking fast, I've seen it with my own eyes and avoid obstacles. Okay, so that was on the back of my mind, and when this guy posted many times that I'm wrong, I'm spreading misinformation because the drone has not rear obstacle avoidance. At first I just let it go through, but then reviewing this video, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it actually has it or not, but at least I know they are promoting it. The manufacturer says clearly it has rear obstacle avoidance and has rear collision detection and also avoidance. Once again, I think it works when there's lots of light and if you're not going above certain speed. So after going through the website, I find out that is the case, at least on what they say. They say if you're not going faster than 3 meters per second, right? No, here it is. Clearly, they say currently the X1 Pro and Pro Max support braking before collisions in speeds up to 1.5 meters per second and 3 meters per second. I guess it depends on which model, I'm not sure.
With rear obstacle avoidance, you can relax knowing your X1 Pro Max has eyes in the back of its head.
But I knew I had seen this before, but then I forgot about it. So when this guy said many times that I was wrong, I was mistaken, I was spreading misinformation, I didn't want to confront him or be because I wasn't sure. But now looking at this, dude, you are wrong, at least on the material they provide. I'm not an engineer, so I cannot go to their code or their hardware and see if it really has it or not, but at least on my experience, I've seen it a few times avoid obstacles. Not always, it depends, I guess, on the light and the speed, but I've seen it with my own eyes, and now watching this, and at least I know I was not wrong and I was not spreading misinformation as this guy said. So that being said, I'm very calm. I have always been, but I don't want to spread misinformation. That's not a good thing. So good thing that I was right. Okay, so I hope this short video was helpful to you guys. If you have any comments, suggestions, please let me know. If you have your own experience using the drone, I would love to know if it has worked or not for you. Reading the comments on my previous videos, I've seen mixed opinions. People that are having terrible experiences, mainly with their support from 00 Robotics. To me, they were super helpful, but I know everyone's different. So let me know how has been your experience, and pretty much that's it. If you have any videos that you would like to share that we can see, if any tips to use this drone in a better way, because I think it's a very powerful tool if used correctly, but also to keep expectations real, don't have any higher hopes than what it can really do. I'm just bummed that this cage broke and I had to fix it, because they don't offer new cages yet for the X1 Pro. They do offer new cages for their earlier model, but it's too different. They are not similar, so it's not useful. So other than that, thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe, give it a like, and until the next one, see ya. Ciao.